It's an NRL news update. Subscribe to SEN League on YouTube and the SEN podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
All right, Danny Wilder, Mick Chamas, we rate them, don't we? Sydney Morning Herald. They don't miss, so this is what they come up with. Canterbury have turned their attention to star Ben Hunt after missing out on Ryan Pappenhausen yesterday. This is dragging out a little bit, isn't it? Why is this taking so long?
I think it's all... You mean the signing of Ben Hunt, where he wants to land?
Well, when was that notification from the Dragons? It was 3 weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, close to.
So why is it taking so long?
I'll tell you why it's taking so long, because you can't all of a sudden have $1 million spare in your salary cap.
So people are moving and shaking. So we thought Terrell May...
That was what we thought.
Yeah. I think you're right.
I still think he'll end up with the Chooks.
Yeah.
I think this is just a throw-off.
Do you think that one of the consternations or barriers at the moment is if you sign him for 600 or 700, does he go into the cap at 600 or 700? Do you think there's dialogue with the NRL? And do you think
he would have to go into the cap at minimum 700? Ben Hunt.
But whatever you pay him, so do you think that's what's holding it up, though? Do you think it's conversations with the NRL? So whether it's the Roosters, whether it's the Bulldogs, whoever it is, they're saying, well, look, we've got 650 ready to pay him. Can we put that in the cap? And they're going,
correct.
Western Webb.
Correct. There'll be communication with the auditors saying, can we whack him? Yeah, for sure. Because every contract's got to be registered, and you can't be doing them.
That's the major reason why this has been held up.
Well, I presume so. I just think that Ben Hunt came on to... Because as we've heard, Paul Bunn talk about how they think 3 or 4 years down the track, re-salary cap.
Yep.
Not many clubs would have. I know the Bulldogs have said they've got about $1 million spare, but I don't really believe that.
No. I agree with that.
But, the thing that was sort of... the Bulldogs just want to... They were going after Pappenhausen, right, who's a fullback. So they thought, right, well, we need to bolster that. Now Ben Hunt comes on, and they're putting their attention... Are they just after a big scalp? Like, are they really thinking about this? Like, is Ben Hunt going to help this side? Are they going to play him at 7?
He would help the side.
No, but what I mean is they had Pappenhausen. They went all in for Pappenhausen because they wanted a fullback. But now they go, well, all right, well, we're happy with Connor Tracy. How do you think Connor Tracy will feel?
Well, I should have asked him, because you know what? You know how you've got me onto our December reward?
Yeah.
Which is what?
Golf?
No. What's
the sunshine? Sunrise.
Sunrise.
Yeah.
So we're going to be up for sunrise.
5 days
you're not talking about Koshy, you're talking about the sunrise.
He's not there anymore, it's Shervo.
There's Shervo, right? Not talking about Shervo. So this morning, myself and the Whistler, we got out there and we were bloody marching along, and we ran into who?
Connor
Tracy. He's as big as you.
Is he?
Yeah. It's amazing how the game has... He's as tall as you, I reckon.
Yeah.
But would you say he comes across as a little bloke on the field?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's as tall as you.
But how would he feel now? Like, Pappenhausen was going to take my position.
They might be saying, yeah, but you know what, mate, you're number 7. Because he's a half coming through.
Yeah, that didn't work. Did it?
It all works out.
Anywho, get back to your little notes. What are we doing?
Let's get back to the little notes. A third party reached out to the Bulldogs in the past week to inform them that Hunt had a keen interest in speaking to coach Cameron Ciraldo and general manager Phil Gould, because he believes Canterbury are on the cusp of a premiership. A third party, Brian.
Interesting.
That doesn't present as a manager, does it? That's not really a third party, is it?
Are you talking about monetary third
parties?
No,
the fact that they've used the term here,
third party reached out to the Bulldogs.
A third party, that's not general speak for a manager, because they're sort of one and the same, right? So it's a third party.
Oh, it's just starting to... I thought he wanted to go back to Queensland. That was the whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, if he's thinking... All right, question for you. Who's going to win a comp quicker in, say, the next 3 years? Dogs, Roosters, Titans, Dolphins.
Dogs. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're going to win a comp.
First of those guys, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe Ben Hunt thinks the same.
Yeah. So you said Dogs, Roosters, Titans, Dolphins. Yeah. Well, I think being in Sydney is a huge advantage. For winning the comp.
Why is that?
Well, just the fact that the grand final is in Sydney. That alone, I think, is a big advantage.
Yeah. I don't think. I mean, that's when you get down to that end of the year. No,
That doesn't matter?
I don't think so. Not these days. They travel so much.
Okay. Or you might be right. Okay, now Hunt has attracted interest from the Dolphins, Broncos and Roosters, you shared. The Dolphins are believed to have the strongest financial offer, Brian. So I want you to be Ben Hunt now. So I'm asking you the questions. The Dolphins are believed to have the strongest financial offer, but their premiership credentials, that's the question. Roosters have also held discussions, and they're willing to pay Hunt about $500,000 a season for 2 years per season, I assume. But they have also indicated he would be used at 9 with Brandon Smith to miss a large chunk of the year.
Yep.
Broncos have also met with Hunt, but their desire is to use him primarily at hooker, which is obviously fairly, to use the word, cantankerous, because Billy Waller's the former coach. His son's there. So that's, if you're Ben Hunt, Brian, your man Corey Parker on SENQ, before you answer your question, here's what he had to say about his former teammate.
Well, there's only a certain amount of money, Heels, that they got in their salary cap, and I don't know that there's an option for Ben Hunt. Well, it's funny how it all works in rugby league, because the noise coming out of the south of the Dragons when Benny Hunt was there, he wanted to come home, right? Benny Hunt wants to come home. Well, he got out of his contract. Now it's Benny Hunt wants to stay in Sydney. So I think Ben will just stay where best suits him financially. Obviously, he was on $950 and he walked away from that. There's some clubs down south that are obviously throwing a lot of money at him. I don't think the Broncos have that sort of money. I think they've got about 500 to 600 tops, and we're still yet to lock in Selwyn Cobbo and Katoni Staggs. So there's a lot to unfold there.
He's in the mix. He's in the know. Corey Parker, he'll be hosting breakfast next year with Heels. He's not going to the Broncos. I'm prepared to rule them out based on what Cozza has to say, Brian.
Well, there's a crow without even... when he said, no, I'm thinking about staying in Sydney now because it's going to be too hard for the kids to upend, I still think the red, white and blue will be his home next year.
So do I.
But not at $500,000 a season. There's no way the NRL would register a contract for a player like him.
That's right.
And the fact, and I've said it ad nauseum, he's the best number 9. He's a better number 9 than number 7.
It's the only thing that explains Terrell May's absence.
Correct.
Unless we know anything else. But that's the only thing. So maybe there is one more player they have to get rid of.
Or this is another rumour, not a rumour I've heard. I'm Leo Thompson. But that'll be for 2026.
To
the Chooks.
Yeah.
So the reason why Terrell May... to get rid of him now in preparation for 2026.
Yeah, I don't hate that either.
Do you feel that the Roosters are just going, well, next year's a bit of we're just going to sort of
tread water?
Yeah, just hold until the troops come back in.
Yeah, maybe.